It is without any doubt that, of course, the temperature of the Earth needs to be reduced. It is commonly known that coral reefs globally cannot really survive above 1.5 degrees above pre-industrial times. Yet, at the same time, while those emissions are being reduced, it is critical to also not overlook what we can do today. And what we can do today is really to build the resilience of these reefs, to give them the best chance of survival while those emissions are being reduced.
Walk us through, in straightforward terms, why this is happening now. Do you primarily point the finger at climate change?
Well, climate change obviously is increasing the Earth's temperature. And what we see increasingly over the last 30 years especially is that across those UNESCO-listed World Heritage Reefs, 29 of them, that we've seen increasingly rapid mass coral bleachings. We are now actually, right now, for the first time in history, experiencing a mass coral bleaching in a La Nina period, which is a time within the year where it's actually much colder than it is usually, and in which time we normally don't see any coral bleaching. So we're seeing an increasingly acceleration of mass bleachings happening, and our research illustrates and confirms that we will start to see across all of those 29 coral reefs mass coral bleachings twice a decade as of 2040. Actually, we're seeing them now already in a number of those reefs, but we're going to see that actually for all the reefs. What that means concretely is that if a coral reef does not have a couple of years to rebound, it just basically will have a much higher mortality. We'll see rapidly more and more after mass bleachings, coral reefs that are just simply are dying. Yet at the same time, if we build their resilience and we give them the time to rebound, they actually do not necessarily die after a mass bleaching.
And paint a picture for us, if you can, if this worst case scenario does unfold, what will our planet look like without coral?
So coral reefs are massively important for a number of reasons. First of all, they host about 25% of all marine species, all marine biodiversity is hosted in those coral reefs. At the same time, they're also incredibly important for protection from storms, from erosion. What we see across those 29 coral reef systems that are listed on UNESCO's World Heritage List is that over 100 of local communities, indigenous communities, are dependent on those reefs. Hundreds of thousands of people are dependent on these reefs for their subsistence. So seeing those coral reefs disappear, first of all, these are not, no matter what type of coral reefs, these are the coral reefs that are the most exceptional and the most unique on the planet, and are for those reasons listed on the UNESCO World Heritage List. But seeing them disappearing is basically seeing disappearing a massive amount of biodiversity, and is also basically taking away the protection that those reefs are providing for extreme weather events, storms, and coastal erosion.